go. And we're doing it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Would you shut up?
Hello, is this Peter?
Hey, good morning, Outsiders. How's it going today?
All right, Peter, how are you? You're on the lake, right?
I'm doing great. Say it again.
You're on the lake. You're fishing. You mentioned that you might be slaying them in the morning.
Hey, man, I'm actually on my way right now. I was really hoping to be on the lake right now, but actually on my way. So next best thing.
Oh, perfect, man. Well, welcome to the show. We're bringing happiness to the world through the joys of fishing. Fishing is therapeutic for a lot of people, and for others, it's just good fun, or just both. And so,
Yeah, no.
Tommy's here, and so is Felix. Say hi, fellas.
Hey, thanks. You remembered us. Hey, how's it going,
Hey,
Peter?
good morning, guys. How's it going, man?
We're doing
guys
all
picking it
right,
up
man.
already?
We're doing all right, man. Unfortunately, we're stuck next to this moron this morning, but we're doing all right.
Today's show is brought to you by
Man,
Zero Baits.
Yeah, today's show is
There
brought to you
you
by
go.
Zero
By
Baits.
Zero
Thanks for
Baits.
cutting Peter off like you've been cutting us off all morning, but okay.
Well, you know what? You're not important, Tommy,
Great
so
job,
I have
Paul.
to
Thanks.
take over the show. Tommy is always doing something when he's supposed to be talking to callers. Right now, he's on Facebook.
I was bringing up his picture so I can see what he was bringing to the table. I'm sorry, I was being productive.
You're supposed to do that before we start.
Oh,
You know what else is supposed to happen before we start? You're supposed to hook up the studio.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Peter's podcast. The format of the show is to just let us know where you caught those fish, the bait that you were using, and the size of it, if you were able to measure it in any way. And then anything else you want to tell us is all up to you. This is your podcast. Let's hear that fish story.
So first off, I want to say on the story is why you got to have a net on a kayak. Pretty much, man. I got a couple stories, but I'll stick to one or two. I don't know how much time I got, but
You had about
so the
20
first story
minutes.
is the one all right, so the one I sent you guys the picture of, that's a nice largemouth bass, 3.5 pounds actually. This is a weight of it, so that was pretty nice. On the hula popper, brand new, first time on the kayak on the lake, so that was something very special to me. It was a Mondo for the first time, man, so that was a great thing. I was going out, I had no bites, it was really tough, and I had to bust out the hula popper, and out of nowhere, I turned around, looked back, and I see a freaking fish jumping in the air, grabbing my dang hula popper, just taking off with it, giving me for a ride. It was dragging me everywhere. For
Slay
a little
ride.
3.5 pound, man, I was surprised for a little 3.5 pound.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Heck yeah.
Now you said you were using
Yeah, man.
you were using a hula popper?
Yeah, hula popper.
Nice. Nothing's wrong with
Yeah.
the hula poppers, man. They're tried and true, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah.
And I actually sent you guys a video. I don't know if you guys got the video or not.
I did.
It was just a picture.
I saw it.
Okay.
Tommy has access to it, but he didn't look at it.
I have a secretary named Paul that does all the work for me, so I just let him take care of it.
Why don't we talk about the time when you were wearing a hula skirt while fishing?
Hey,
Hey, nothing's wrong with that.
everybody, bro.
How about
Who
we
does
just
it?
keep it PG and listen to the fish story?
Yes. All right, so we see the Guggen baits.
Hey,
Yeah.
And I also want to give a badass shout out to Martinez Baits, to Gilbert Martinez out
Yep.
there for hooking it up with some awesome baits and freaking being an awesome person and making some badass custom baits. If you guys haven't hit them up, hit them up.
Oh, we have, and actually, I'm real close with Gilbert. We've been talking a lot lately, so
Okay.
We're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
man.
make him our new BFF, but we've been in contact with him for
a few months.
now. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
he's
know
good.
him well.
He's a good guy.
We have some of his baits. Caught some fish on it too. So yeah, we're just we're trying to work something out. It's a process, but we love the baits and we love everything he's doing. We like local artisans.
Yeah.
Everything about their story is what we tried to put in our box and just feature and promote. Whether or not they're able to work with us, we always tell people where you can get local stuff.
Well, we're the only company that really does local artisans as well as larger companies to kind of mix it up. But it's fun. That's what we do.
Yeah, no, that's fucking awesome, man. I do appreciate that, guys.
Absolutely.
So what's up, man? I'm trying to get some hats out there, guys. I'm trying to get my name known. I I'm out here grinding every day, trying to get some freaking best content on there for you guys.
Hey, all right.
You know,
Tell everybody where to follow your.
That all works out.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I mean, if you're making hats, if I heard that right, we'll wear them on the show. We'll tell everybody where to follow you. We'll put it on your feed. You're welcome to post it on our Facebook group, and then you could go. We'll just tell everybody where they can follow you, your Facebook, your Instagram, and anything else you got going.
Perfect. That sounds awesome, guys.
Yeah,
So how's
absolutely.
it going, man? Who's buzzing yet? Is anybody buzzing yet?
That I'm the only one drinking right now. Tommy's on a diet. How many?
Oh, come on.
I know,
man.
right?
Our being a weak sauce right now, man. Don't feel a beer.
Right now, I had to get on a diet because of my health reasons.
Hey,
but
man, all I hear is excuses. Come on, man.
that's I get it. But you know what? When I do finally start drinking again, it's gonna make it all that much better. My body will be.
Hey, man, I bet.
My body won't be used to it anymore. I'll be like Paul, taking off my shirt in the middle of a bar in Oregon.
Let's not talk
Hey,
about
man,
that story.
Please no.
So our beer sponsor is Ordnance Brewing out in Boardman, Oregon. Thank you very much for supplying the show with just great tasting beer.
With your sweet nectar.
And congratulations to Tommy. He's lost over 35 pounds. I understand.
35 pounds, yeah.
He was sitting next to me, just having trouble breathing. He was getting a little bit too large. He was growing in the wrong direction, and so he actually had a doctor's appointment, and they told him, I don't know what they told him, but he decided that he needed to be on a diet. But we're having fun with it. We're putting up how-tos. Weight loss videos featuring Tommy, and the first one was it was a hit. So we're happy to have him.
It was just me messing around, but yeah, it was fun.
Because we're gonna document the whole experience. But
Yeah, hey, that's freaking awesome, guys. Oh yeah.
But yeah, we need to.
I still think he could diet while drinking. I think that could be done.
No, because your idea of me diet drinking was.
There's low carb beers, man.
Yeah, it's called light beer.
Yeah. See, I get that, but
You drink O'Doul's.
Yeah, that's where this fool went.
I already bought him O'Doul's, and he didn't want to drink
Why
it
would you buy it?
Yeah.
for him. Go ahead, Peter.
I get it though, man. Once beer's just like Pringles. Once you pop the top, you just can't
That's
stop.
it, man. And I,
There you go, man.
these guys know, man. Once I get drinking, I have ended up passed out on the couch before.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to be working. They're all working, and I just passed out on the couch because I was too drunk.
Tommy passed out in my home studio. He just sat down, and we didn't see him till like an hour and a half later. Like, welcome back, Tommy.
At least you woke up, man.
That's true.
All right,
That's
so
true.
Peter, we saw.
We gotta think of the positive side here now.
Yeah. We saw a bunch of. I looked at your Instagram feed, and it looks like you do quite. Are you pro staff to any of those companies? I know that you sent in Martinez Baits, and then you got Guggen on there. So who do you want to give a highlight to? Which companies? 'Cause I saw a bunch of them.
So I want to give a highlight to it's T and Yak and Tackle. Tennessee Yak and Tackle. That's my partner right there. You know, we're trying to combine together, get some more content out there. You know, spread the name, spread the love a little more. And I'm trying to get in with Martinez Baits. I've been showing them some love for a couple months now, and
Awesome.
trying to get together, trying to partner up a little bit, see if we can get something cool going. And
Nice.
now, I'm trying to give a special shout out to you guys, for even putting me on the podcast. I think that's freaking awesome, what you guys are doing, especially for all the locals. I think that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. We love hearing the fish story, and nobody else is really doing it. And so, people actually love to hear just a good fish story. And so, you're on a drive or whenever you feel like listening to a podcast, it's just like, hey, this sounds interesting. And then, all of a sudden we got an audience.
Yeah.
We have
people all around the world
We
now.
have a following in England, France.
Yeah.
Tommy likes to say croissant real good, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. We ended up with a following in
hell yeah.
France. We have France, the Philippines, Australia.
Pretty much everywhere.
Everywhere, man.
New
It's
Zealand.
crazy.
Got to see a man about a wallaby. That's
not New
Australia.
Zealand.
That's fucking awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's fun, man. We get photos from all over. We get listeners all over. I mean, it's awesome, man. We have this started off as like a fun little thing to go with our company, and now it has grown into something bigger, to where we actually have
So
like
how long?
a group following. What's that?
Oh, how long has the Outsider been going on for now?
2 years in July for the business. Our podcast,
Heck yeah.
what,
Almost a year.
almost a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, probably.
And actually, it
Yeah,
almost
guys, hell yeah.
didn't happen. I told Tommy, hey, let's do a fish
Oh,
story
get ready,
podcast.
get ready, Peter. Here it goes.
And he didn't want to do it. He was a little bit camera shy. Didn't want to get his face on video. And I told him, dude, you have a figure and a face that people will just love. And I finally got him to get on a camera, and people love him.
So what you're taking from this whole story is Paul did it all.
No, well, I was trying to highlight you. I went completely opposite with.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not,
he-
let's
Did it
not
all,
highlight
thanks
Paul.
for highlight.
It is true. I did do everything, but I'm trying to tell him that people love him, and he didn't even want to put
I know
himself
people-
out there.
You know what's funny about that is people actually like it when I do stupid things like send them autographs or something, because I don't really just send an autograph. I put like some random quote or saying or something like
Yeah.
last week.
Like Paul sucks.
Like, yeah, I put Paul sucks on one. I
What
put
you're supposed to do is sit on the printer. Hey.
Sit on the printer.
Right?
Send it to him. There's
Right?
an autograph.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
just
Put your face on the printer,
It looks-
and then press print.
Be careful what you ask for.
Hey,
He'll
yeah.
do it. Like,
Peter,
you-
you might be getting a picture of a Christmas ham coming your way.
We're gonna do it. Send him.
Oh,
We
heck
might-
yeah,
Put
man.
your
I'm looking
face-
forward to it. I'll send one back.
We're gonna need a bigger printer.
We will need a bigger printer if I'm sitting on the printer. But no, I mean, what was it last week? Matt Kilmer won a gift, and I put on the thing that Coldplay sucks because we were making fun of the fact that Paul listens to Coldplay.
It's an awesome band.
It's stupid.
No, it's not.
That's not even. You can't
Hey,
even
I
consider
believe you,
that
bro.
a
I
band.
believe you, man.
You can't even consider that a band. That's just a group of chicks wailing. Anyway, sorry, nothing against.
But they
chicks,
sell
but
millions, and the songs are good.
Look at their demographic. Anyway,
There's millions of teenage girls out there.
Paul. But yeah. So anyway, no. So Peter, where are you located at, bud?
So I'm actually in Moses Lake, Washington. So I'm like maybe an hour and a half away from Oregon, where you guys meet. What is it? Columbia Hookers?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're up in Hermiston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm about an hour and away, maybe hour 45 away from him. So hey, next time you guys ever come down and visit him or something like that, you guys just hit me up and we can all meet up together. I think that would be something awesome.
Heck yeah, man.
Everybody-
And
Oh, it's a party, man.
that's it, man. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Let's get together, man. We'll hang out. We'll fish. We'll talk crap. I mean, that's what.
Apparently, that's the only place we travel to. Even though we've been invited
No,
everywhere,
we'll go other places.
We go
and
there.
We will, but I mean.
Hey, man, that's fine with me. That's close by. So hell yeah.
I mean, the people over there were really, really welcoming and really cool. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll go there again, is what I'm saying. But if
It
you
sounds
get a
like-
chance,
it better be.
yeah, if you get a chance, I would head down there before even we get there. But I would head down there and try some ordnance, get some ordnance brewing and some ordnance beer, and stop by Neighbor Dudes, their tap house. And get in contact with Ryan, and he'll take you out on the Columbia.
Yep, I'm gonna have to because sturgeon is something I've been wanting to do for a while. So I'm gonna have to hit
Oh,
them up.
dude, it was a blast, man. It was a blast. I mean, they're the ones we saw coming out of there. I mean, they were huge. I mean, 9 feet.
And what's funny is I actually have a funny sturgeon story as well.
Let's hear it.
Go
So next
for it.
time, sometime in the future. Oh, okay. So it was my first time out sturgeon fishing. I asked my buddies for a pole. He said that they were taking me out, and I was excited. I said, "Let's go."
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I had a big old sturgeon on, but I guess it was a freaking snag. So I yanked the hell out of the rod, thinking I was getting a badass hook set, but instead the rod snapped in half on me. So that was my first and only time sturgeon fishing.
Oh,
I had to buy
man.
my freaking friend a new pole.
Oh man.
I know the feeling. I
Yeah.
thought I had a sturgeon on there, and I was trying. I could not reel the damn thing in. Like, I was so tired, and everybody's laughing at me. And turns out what I caught was
Minnow.
just a minnow.
No, it was a large shad.
But
That
the
was it.
Columbia is, you know, it's so like the current is so tough, and the weight to get down is pretty heavy.
It's
So
a
I'm trying to
river.
reel this thing in, and I'm like, what is on? Am I pulling up a log? And it was a tiny little fish.
It was a shad. Seriously,
It was a shad.
It was a large shad, but it was a shad, and I'm like, really, dude? And he's like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, dude, that thing's about the size of a trout. Like, it's not that big.
No, seriously, it was like a large trout.
Yeah, it was like a large trout, but you're just like, oh my god. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious.
So that's my sturgeon story.
It was sad.
It was sad. It was sad.
Thanks for coming on the show. You're welcome to come back anytime. And that we also have a fish
Yeah.
story blog. So the podcast is one way that we get your fish story out there. If you have any additional stories you want to share with us, you could do a written fish story. We'll put it out on our blog and we'll share it with everybody. And we appreciate you coming on the show. We're going to send you some free stuff. So just offline, just message us where to send that.
And then also send
anything
us
else, Tommy?
information. Yeah, I
Go
was
for
gonna
it.
say also send us out your information on those hats, and we'll like we said, we'll wear them on the podcast and help get your information out there as well. All right.
Tommy has size
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
3X
Not
if
on
you're
the
making a
hat.
shirt.
If,
If you're
shirt.
making a
Yep,
shirt.
It's a 2X now.
Are you 2X
Yeah.
now?
Oh, what?
Stop it.
2X now, baby.
Nice doing that well, huh?
I'm down to a B cup.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Okay, maybe I'm still a nice full C, but still.
All right.
All right,
Well,
guys,
from all
I
of us here at
appreciate it.
Outsider Tight Lines,
Tie lines, bud.
fish more.
Have a great one, bud.
Take care.
Take
All
care.
right, you guys too, man. I appreciate it, guys.
All right, man. Take care. Have fun. Bye.